Are you a first-time home buyer wanting a new construction home out here in River Islands or in the Manteca area, but not sure how the process works or what you should expect? Well, you're in luck. In this video, I'm going to cover all 12 steps of the new construction buyer process, step by step, so you first-time home buyers, or really anyone who has never bought new construction before, has clarity on what the process is like. By the way, I'm Andre, your Cali Valley realtor, buyer advocate, and area expert, consistently giving you valuable content covering Central Valley cities, their new construction, and tips and tools for your successful relocation out here. So subscribe if you're interested, because I've done all the research for you, so you don't have to. Now, this is a pretty accurate overview of the buyer process for first-time home buyers when you're going to purchase a new construction home, but keep in mind that processes may vary slightly depending on the builder that you're working with. Step 1. Determine your budget. The first step in buying a new construction home is determining your budget. You need to understand how much you can afford. This involves taking a close look at your income, expenses, and savings. First, calculate your monthly income as well as your monthly expenses. You can also use mortgage calculators on the internet to run some numbers of different scenarios for you. Also consider what you have in savings that you can apply towards a down payment on the home, because builders vary in what they expect you to put down when you're purchasing one of their homes. Also, don't forget to factor in additional costs into the monthly mortgage, like property taxes and homeowners insurance, maybe even PMI. Now, step number 2, get pre-approved for a mortgage. You figured out what you can afford. Now let's solidify it by getting pre-approved for a mortgage. This will give you a clear idea of how much a lender is willing to loan you, and you will show this to sales reps of the builder so they will also know you're a serious buyer. I can provide you with a few great lenders if you would like. Just reach out. Now, through this process, you will want to gather financial documents like your W-2s, your credit report, bank statements, and all to complete the pre-approval process. Once you have received your pre-approval letter, you're good to go, but make sure to bring it with you or keep it on your phone so you can forward it if necessary. Now, you also have the option of waiting till you go to the new construction builder to use their preferred lender for your pre-approval as well if you like. I always suggest to shop around though to make sure you're getting the best terms. You need more details on determining your budget and getting pre-approved? Watch this video on my channel. It covers it all in detail. The link will actually be in the description. Step number 3, find a buyer's agent. Your pre-approval is handled. Nice. Now it's time to find a well-informed buyer's agent. This buyer's agent will help you to identify communities that may be of interest to you. You also want an agent who will reach out to these builders to ask about their warranties, their construction timelines, any customization options they offer as standard, whether or not the community has a Mello-Roos tax or an HOA, and a variety of other questions that I would suggest you know prior to visiting that builder. This also lets me know if the sales reps actually answer the phone, because if they don't, that's a red flag. You want sales reps that are easily accessible to answer your questions when you're making the biggest purchase of your life. Step 4, research builders and communities. Now that you have your agent lined up, it's time to start researching which builders and communities you would like to look at. Look for reputable builders with good reviews, which can be very hard to find, but I have compiled as thorough a list of reviews as can be found on the builders in River Islands, Manteca, and throughout the Central Valley. And all of my clients are given access to this so they could see how these builders stack up against each other. You're also going to want to look at their websites and eventually go to tour their model homes with your agent, even possibly talk to some of the residents in the community if you're comfortable. If not, I'd be happy to do that for you as well as part of my service to my clients, so we could also give you some insight as to the way the residents feel about that community. Step 5, choose your lot and floor plan. Once you've found the builders you like, you're going to go to their communities, walk the model homes, and choose a lot and a floor plan that you like. Now consider factors like location, lot size, and the layout that best suits your lifestyle. You're also going to want to consider proximity to amenities like schools, parks, shopping, and for some, the orientation of the house may also be a factor. Also keep in mind that the lot you choose can impact the resale value of your home as well, so choose that wisely. Step 6, pay your deposit and get pre-approved. Once you have chosen which house you would like to purchase, you're going to be required to pay a deposit to hold it, or at least make a plan to wire the deposit. You will also now be required to show you can afford the home, so you will need to present your pre-approval letter that I discussed in step 2. Now, there's at least one builder out there in River Islands who will require for you to get pre-approved by their preferred lender, regardless of a pre-approval letter. So just understand that's a possibility. Now, if you have not been pre-approved yet, the builder will typically give you between 24 to 48 hours to complete this process online. You'll be able to use their preferred lender or an outside lender. It's really up to you, but often there's incentives to use their preferred lender. They will even walk you through the pre-approval process right there in the office while you're there if you would like that. Now, if you're not able to qualify for the house, they will give you your deposit back if you already paid it. The house will then go back on the market for sale. Step number 7, sign the purchase agreement. Now you're pre-approved and you send over the deposit. You're now making it happen. Now it's time to sign the purchase agreement. They will email you the purchase agreement through DocuSign or some other digital signature platform, and you will typically have between 3 to 5 days to review it before it's due back to them. This agreement will outline the terms of your home purchase, including purchase price, construction timeline, both buyer and seller obligations, solar information, HOA and Melrose information, and basically everything you're going to need to know about the home and the community you'll eventually be moving into. Make sure to review the contract carefully before signing this agreement. Some agents, including myself, used to be able to consult on the buyer's agreement, but most of the time now, builders will only send this agreement directly to the buyer. You getting anything out of this video? If it's helping you, please share it if you know somebody else it could be a benefit to. Step 8, meeting with the design team. Once you're under contract with the builder, the next thing to do will be to meet with the design team, and you'll want to get this done as soon as possible to speed up the process of building your home. Your meeting with the design team will be where you choose everything that will be included in your house. Each home will come with standard packages of lighting, flooring, carpeting, etc. But the design meeting is where you could choose to add or upgrade pretty much anything inside and outside of the house. From counters, sinks, to floors, cabinets, lighting, and outlets, it can all be added or upgraded here. Just be careful though, it's all beautiful and all adds up quickly. So try to keep your upgrades at 10 to 15% of the purchase price, because there's nothing worse than putting in so many upgrades that you later can't get the money back when you go to sell your house in the future. Even though this isn't as much of a problem in the California market. Also, if you would like more information about the design meeting process, watch these 2 videos you can find on my YouTube channel that teach you everything you need to know about the design meeting. You can also find the links in the description below. Step 9, attend your house framing appointment. Months and months will pass with an occasional call or an email update here and there. Then finally your house will be framed. Finally making progress. Now, once your house has been framed, the builder will call you to schedule a walkthrough so you can check it out. You'll be able to see the interior of your home before the walls are put up, so you could get a clear idea of the layout and how it's all coming together, but also it's an opportunity to verify that all internal components you requested to be added during the design meeting have actually been added. Now, throughout the process of building your home, the builder or sales rep will keep you in the loop on how things are going, as well as the timelines, but feel free to reach out to them with your questions. Now, you may also find it tempting to bring a home inspector to this framing appointment, but chances are that you won't find one willing to do it, or the builder won't allow it due to liability reasons. Most builders also won't allow your agent to be there for the same reason, liability. Now, as far as home inspectors go, they don't want any blame for anything that goes wrong internally in your house. So framing appointments are looked at as just an opportunity for them to be sued. They're not interested. Home inspectors only do visual inspections and aren't trained to inspect components of a house at the internal level. That's what the city, the builders, and their third-party inspectors are for. Believe me, the house has been inspected many times, and in order for third-party insurers to warranty it, their inspectors will rigorously inspect those components well before you even showed up. Step 10, secure your financing. Now that the framing is done, you will spend a lot of time waiting around for your house to complete, and hopefully during this time, you don't go out and destroy or change your credit, because you will need to get approved again for your funding when you go to close. Now, as you get within a couple months of closing though, pay attention to the interest rates so you can think of when it is time to lock in a rate that's desirable for you. All it takes is a call to the lender to make this happen. You're also going to want to keep in close contact with your lender as well to ensure all paperwork is completed on time so you can begin to plan for what you need to bring to the closing table when that day arrives. Not sure what a rate lock is or when you should request one? Watch this video here that'll teach you all about that as well. I will also add the link in the description. Step 11, conduct a final walkthrough. Now, a few weeks out before the closing date, you will complete a final walkthrough with a representative from the builder. This is where you're making sure that everything has been completed to your satisfaction, so you and the builder representative are going to walk through the house and take notes of all the issues you see. Now this is a walkthrough that your agent can usually attend as well, so the more eyes the better, so make sure you bring your agent with you to this appointment. In this walkthrough, inspect all the rooms thoroughly and check for incomplete or incorrect work. I would also suggest taking notes of everything that you see that needs to be addressed, then take a picture of those notes so you always have quick access to them on your phone, or you can always just input them directly into your phone. Now compare the notes that you took with those of the builder rep to make sure that they captured everything so we can all be scheduled to be addressed. Now one last tidbit for you. If you want a home inspector at this stage, again, it may be difficult for you to find one since they only do visual inspections, and this is also about exposure to liability for them. Most of them aren't willing to carry that risk that goes along with new construction homes and what the buyer's expectations are. Step 12, closing on your new home. Finally, it's time to close on your new home. This will involve you signing the final paperwork and paying any closing costs. Once everything has been completed, you'll receive the keys to your brand new home and you are now officially a homeowner. Once you get the keys, remember to verify that all the things that needed to be addressed from your walkthrough have been taken care of. And if not, follow up with the builder to make sure they're at least on the schedule to be addressed. So if this video helped, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe for more info to know when thinking about relocating out to Lathrop, Manteca, or any of its surrounding cities. You got questions or comments or planning on moving tomorrow or 2 months from now, hit me up. I would be happy to help. Until next time, I will see you in the next video.